watch the first module of the lesson 3, named Architectural Styles, first part. Introduction to Architecture. Lesson.
Classify architecture in terms of the use of form, techniques, materials, time period, region, and other stylistic influences. Prehistoric architecture. Early civilizations developed, often independently, in various locations around the globe. The architecture was often a mixture of styles in timber, cut from local forests, and stone, hewn from local rocks. Most of the timber has gone, although the earthworks remain. Impressive, massive stone structures have survived. Neolithic architecture. 3000 BC. Neolithic architecture is the architecture of the Neolithic period. In Southwest Asia, Neolithic cultures appear soon after 10,000 BC. The Neolithic peoples in the Levant, Anatolia, Syria, northern Mesopotamia, and Central Asia were great builders, utilizing mud brick to construct houses and villages. In Europe, long houses built from wattle and gold were constructed. Elaborate tombs for the dead were also built. These tombs are particularly numerous in Ireland, where there are many thousand still in existence. Most of the megaliths found in Western Europe and the Mediterranean were also erected in the Neolithic period. The oldest known megalithic temple is Gantia in Rozo Island. In Romania, Moldova, and Ukraine, Neolithic settlements included wetland dome structures with thatched roofs and floors made of logs covered in clay. This is also when the borde, below ground, style of house construction was developed, which was still used by Romanians and Ukrainians up until the 20th century. The world's oldest known engineered roadway, the Swede track in England, also dates from this time.
Now, children, we will watch Module 1, Introduction to Architecture, from Lesson 3. Architectural styles classify architecture in terms of the use of form, techniques, materials, time period, region, and other stylistic influence. Prehistoric architecture. Early civilization developed often independently in various locations around the globe. The architecture was often a mixture of styles in timber cut from local forest and stone, hewn from local rocks. Most of the timber has gone, although the earthworks remain. Impressive, massive stone structures have survived. Neolithic architecture. Neolithic architecture is the architecture of the Neolithic period. In Southwest Asia, Neolithic cultures appear soon after 1000 BC. The Neolithic peoples in the Levant, Anatolia, Syria, northern Mesopotamia, and Central Asia were great builders, utilizing mud brick to construct houses and villages. In Europe, long houses built from wattle and daub were constructed. Elaborate tombs for the dead were also built. These tombs are particularly numerous in Ireland, where there are many thousands still in existence. Most of megaliths found in Western Europe and the Mediterranean were also erected in the Neolithic period. The oldest known megalithic temple is Cantija on Gozo Island in Malta. In Romania, Moldova, and Ukraine, Neolithic settlements included water and dome structures with thatched roofs and floors made of logs covered in clay. This is also when the bordei, below ground, style of house construction was developed, which was still used by Romanians and Ukrainians up until the 12th century. The world's oldest known engineered roadway, the Swiss track in England, also dates from this time. Thank you. Question 1. Architectural styles classify architecture in terms of the use of 1. Form, techniques, materials, time, period, region, and other stylistic influences. 2. Form. 3. Techniques. 4. Materials. 5. Time period. 6. Region. So, the answer of the question 1 is the first
1. From techniques,
materials,
time period, region, and other
stylistic influences. Early civilization developed often independently in various locations around the globe. True or false? So, the answer for question 2 is true or false?
True.
True. The architecture was often a mixture of styles. Question 3. 1. In timber cut from local forests. 2. In stone hewn from local rocks. 3. In timber cut from local forest and stone hewn from local rocks. So, the answer for question 3 is three. Answer? 3. Question 4. Most of the timber has gone, although the earthworks remain. True or false? True. Question 5. Neolithic architecture is the architecture of the Neolithic period. True or false? True. Question 6. In Southwest Asia, Neolithic cultures appear soon after. True. The answer is number 2. Question 5. The world's oldest known engineered roadway, the Swiss track in England, dates from Neolithic. True. False. True. Question 8. The Neolithic peoples in Levant, Anatolia, Syria, northern Mesopotamia, and Central Asia were great builders, utilizing to construct houses and villages. Concrete, steel, mud brick. Mud brick. Question 9. In Romania, Moldova, and Ukraine, Neolithic settlements don't include the bordei, below ground, style of house construction. True or false? True. False. False. Bordei style of construction was still used by Romanians and Ukrainians up until the 12th century. True or false? True. Today we will watch the Module 1, Introduction to Architecture. Lesson 1 from Module 1. What is architecture? The term architecture comes from the Latin architectura, from the Greek, and mean builder, carpenter, mason. Architecture is both the process and the product of planning, of designing, and of construction. Architectural works in the material form of buildings are often perceived as cultural and political symbols and as works of art. Historical civilizations are often identified with their surviving architectural achievement. Architecture can mean the art and science of design and erecting buildings and other physical structures. A general term to describe buildings and other infrastructures. A style and method of design and construction of buildings and other physical structures. The practice of an architect, where architecture means the offer or render professional services in connection with the design and construction of a building. Design activity from the macro level, urban design, landscape architecture, to the micro level, construction details and furniture. The term architecture has been adopted to describe the activity of designing any kind of system. Is commonly used in describing information technology. In relation to buildings, architecture has to do with the planning, designing, constructing form, space and ambience that reflect functional, technical, social, environmental, and aesthetic. Vitruvius presenting his paper, De Architectura, to Caesar. The earliest surviving written work on the subject of architecture is the Architectura by the Roman architect Vitruvius in early 1st century BC. The famous Vitruvian man is a world renowned drawing created by Leonardo da Vinci. It's accompanied by notes based on the work of Roman architect Vitruvius. According to Vitruvius, a good building should satisfy the three principles of firmitas, utilitas, and venustas. Durability should stand up robustly and remain in good condition. Utility, it should be useful and function well for the people using it. Beauty, it should delight people and raise their spirits. The first question. Architecture comes from Latin word architectura. True or false?
True. True.
Question 2. Architecture comes also from the Greek architector. True or false?
True.
True. Question 3. Architecture means old and art and buildings, chief and builders, carpenter, mason, building and construction. The answer is number 4. Question 4. Architectural works are often perceived as cultural symbols, political symbols, works of art, cultural symbols, political symbols, and orthodox art. False. The answer is number 4.
Okay.
Question 5. Historical civilizations are rarely identified with their surviving architectural achievements. True or false? True. Question 6. Architecture can mean the art and science of design and erecting buildings or other physical structures.
True.
True. Question 7. Excuse me. Question 7. Architecture cannot be a general term to describe buildings and other infrastructure. False. False.
False.
Today we will watch the lesson 2 from module 1.